people of the internet, this is TronCyber1, bringing you fresh and toasty gameplay from Land Down Under. A few days ago, a momentous occasion occurred in the European Union. Namely that Belgium has officially banned loot boxes.
Now. Remember your training.
Congratulations, Belgium. I now know your country is not run by scumbags. You are now in my top 5 favorite countries. But this has brought a bit of thought about how companies like EA, Activision, Ubisoft are going to move forward without their supply drops. And what this is going to do for the industry in general, namely in the form of small cosmetics and micro DLCs or post-launch weapons. Now, as I have said before, I hate loot boxes. I'm going to go on record now, I absolutely hate loot boxes. They are garbage, they should not exist. The second you put RNG behind anything in a multiplayer game, it has to either be the core mechanic of the game, i.e. roguelikes and board games, digital board games like Armello, or it has to be minimized to the point of basically non-existence. I.e. Advanced Warfare, which gave you the option to basically purchase a variant, and that unlocks the base version of the gun for you. Sure, you had to get supply drops to do this, but you only had to get a few to get the one you're after. Now, I mentioned this is probably going to shake things up for these big developers, because once one country in the European Union does something, it's not long before the other ones start following suit. Part of that whole, idea of being a European Union. And the EU is not exactly a poor corner of the world. This is gonna start hurting these companies' wallets in ways that are comparable to the massive Battlefront 2 boycott that EA had to suffer through in November. So, there was some discussion as to what this is going to do, first of all, to the games that currently have these loot box systems in place, and what's going to have to happen to pass by this law in forward, and are they going to try this in other countries? Personally, I think they'd be dumb not to try them in other countries. Yeah, I'm not doing too well today at all. Right, yeah, as I was saying, I don't think they'd be dumb to try and ignore this, because, again, as I said, other countries are going to follow suit. And it won't be long that if, say, this picks up in the EU, it's not going to be long before it hits the United States or Australia, or, Britain, now that it's left the EU. So, what I think is probably going to happen is that we're going to go back to something akin to the system that was present in Call of Duty Ghosts. Namely that there's a bunch of micro DLCs, which give you new weapon skins and whatnot. Or you get some little secondary currency after matches that you can spend on stuff. Or there's going to have to be a baseline and everything, and even then I think that'd be straddling it a bit. Did I get him? Nope. Oh well. But the whole point is that it'll switch to a micro DLC system, almost Creation Club-esque paid mods. Where you'll be paying 99 cents for this weapon camo, you'll be paying 99 cents for this weapon camo, you'll be paying $5 for this weapon. Maybe $10, or they might release a thing where you get a bundle of 3 weapons from this event for $20. Because apparently 3 plus times 5 is 20, but it's not 15. Hey, and take that. And personally, I don't mind this system. I did not mind Ghost's micro DLC. I was happy when Advanced Warfare had micro DLC. And the reason why I will give micro DLC a pass and hate on loot boxes till the end of time is because of one word: chance. The second you balance for chance, your game is broken unless it is a core gameplay mechanic. I said this before and I will say this till the day I die. Looks like we're done. Anyhow, just recapping, Belgium's banned loot boxes. EU's probably going to follow suit because that's what the EU does. And these companies are going to have to seriously reconsider their models for microtransactions and micro DLC coming into the future. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see, and don't forget to hit that bell button if you want notifications. I try to upload a new video every day. This is ConCybot1, signing off.